Peace, fam. Today, I just want to deal with a short subject and a little warning to anybody that's into consuming this stuff that mushrooms are not a food you should be eating, fam. I don't care who recommends them. That's erroneous. You should not be eating a bunch of mushrooms for meals. You see, the problem is that, you're trying to get off this meat. And I understand that. Because a lot of the meat that y'all eat is so toxic, so nasty, so pathogen filled, nitrate filled, like it ain't worthy of human consumption. Let's understand that part. All right. And for people like that, if you go to my website, 25000yearcycle.org, you go to the blog and you can read meats we can eat. So I give you suggestions of some meats you can eat. And of course, the cow and the chicken and that stuff you get in the supermarket 9 times out of 10 is not worthy of your consumption, especially if you're melanated. All right. So you're trying to be healthy, and somebody told you, oh, you can eat oyster mushroom, you can eat portobello mushroom, you can eat. Of course, mushrooms have that texture of meat, so I understand use it as a supplement because they have that texture of meat that you want to feel. All right, but that's not a habit you need to get into. What is a mushroom? What is a mushroom? A mushroom is not a plant. A mushroom is not an animal. A mushroom is a fungus, right? Funguses grow in the dark for a reason. All right? Fungus grows on dead things primarily for a reason. All right? That's where mushrooms grow, in the dark, on dead things. They don't want that sun. They don't have roots like a plant. They're not plants. So if you're trying to eat plant-based and you grabbing mushrooms, you out of pocket already because the mushroom is not a plant. All right? Now, and I'm going to show you another reason why you shouldn't eat mushrooms, because they produce too much. They are a pathogen, number one. They produce spores. All right? They create ammonia in the body. All right. They rob you of oxygen. All right. And you don't know how to combine your food right in the first place. So you're probably a pathogenic mess right now. We all have to go back and reevaluate food combining so we're doing it properly and listening to our bodies respond to the input we're giving it. Because you have your own testing unit you were born with. It's called your body. And you clean it out and you learn to listen to it, you can find out what's good for you and what's not good for you. Really, it's really that simple after you get a certain amount of experience and knowledge about this health thing. But you're going to have to go to proper food combining. And the problem with mushrooms, like I said, it is a spore. It is a mushroom, it's a fungus, it's a spore. And your body's not going to like it, fam. All right? Your body's not going to like it. It's going to have an adverse effect on your health in the long run because it's creating ammonia. As a matter of fact, let me show you. I'm not going to say nothing else. Let me show you. Watch this little clip right here.
So step 2 in the mushroom growing process is taking a little bit of this mycelium or taking some of the culture and transferring it to sterilized grain. This is known as making grain spawn. Again, the grain needs to be sterile before you add your mushroom culture. Otherwise, whatever happens to be in the grain will definitely outcompete your mushrooms. Once the mycelium is on the grain, it will start to grow throughout the grain, and eventually you will end up with fully colonized grain spawn, which is just a beautiful thing. So you might.
All right. So now you just saw what it does to the inside of your body too. Right? He just showed you that, but he just did it on some grain. Right? So look what he did. He took a culture of mushroom, which is mycelium, which is just mushroom, which is spores and stuff like that, a fungus. All right? He put it on top. He put it in a mason jar on top of some grains, any grains, and you saw the shit multiply exponentially. That's the same thing it's doing in your gut. All right? Fungus, spores, rob the body of oxygen. They create ammonia. They are a pathogen. They will shorten your life. They will rob you of oxygen, rob you of moisture. They are not plants. They are not meats. They are emergency food that you have taken on as some type of health craze, which is outrageous. You got too many choices of good things to eat to be choosing some mushrooms. Like, what the hell is that about? All right. So yes. So no, if you want, so that means that you eat the mushroom, it goes into the gut, it latches on to these starches that things you call grain, but these are just the starches and carbohydrates, and it takes them, it uses them for food and repopulates. They call it. That's why something like H. pylori, candida, these things have basically the same principles. All right, they overgrow inside of your gut. They cause problems, leaky gut syndrome. They stop you from producing stem cells and blood cells. They are blocking your ability to regenerate and produce healthy genetics. Literally. So that means they're aging you faster. That's all it's going to do. All right. So let us move away from these mushrooms because they're not necessary. Unless you stuck somewhere and there's nothing else to eat, then you eat a mushroom. All right. Trust me, I know many a Muslim. If they were stuck on an island starving to death, they be hunting that damn boar. You can damn skippy, they be hunting that boar and eating that shit. You know, and then it's all right because survival is necessary. You got to survive to get to the prayer rug, right? You got to survive. All right. What good is a dead Muslim? All right. You're gonna eat that boar, and you're gonna, once you get to civilization, you fast, you cleanse, you get it out of you best you can. You know what I'm saying? Get the toxins out of you best you can. But you have to survive. So, as an emergency, okay, you want to eat some mushrooms, some portobello, all that, but usually I'll be portobello and shiitake and oyster mushrooms all goddamn day, 3 times a day. Nigga, is you crazy? That's outrageous. All right, it's not really fit for your consumption at all. But if you need an emergency, cool, go ahead, knock yourself out. All right, that's not for you. All right, just what it did inside of that damn mason jar is what it's going to do in your gut. And then you're going to be calling me talking about, oh, well, I can't poop. I can't do this. I've got this. I got toxemia. Basically, I can't think clearly. All right. I can't focus. I have fog thoughts. I can't think clearly. All right. Yeah, that's signs of what? You have no, you got low oxygen in your head, bro. That's literally what it is. All right. It's hypoxia, it's called. Yes. Not enough oxygen in the body. So let's get off the mushroom. It's not necessary. It's not needed. Yo, this is not my video. I thank the dude who did this video, man. But yo, I'm just using it as a learning thing. I know he's teaching another aspect of things. And that's cool. People don't want to grow them and harvest them and sell them. That day business. But I'm telling you, you should not be eating them. All right. Stay away from them. There's no need. Y'all got supermarkets everywhere. Y'all got every type of damn produce available to you. Unless you're a forager in the woods somewhere, they got to live off the land. You don't need to eat a mushroom ever. All right? Society breakdown, shit like that. Yeah, I be grabbing them portobellos with you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if I got to, because we gonna live. So, my word to advice: mushrooms are toxic. Don't eat them. Don't touch them. Stay away from them. Know what I'm saying? It's Dr. She. I just want to drop that on it right quick. Peace.